Hello, lovely people. I have an unboxing for you today. It's of the cutest deck around, and it's me, Tanya. This is so cute. Look at this piece of art they sent with it. It's just a cute drawing. This is a deck of bats. So you get this off Amazon. And once this uploads, then I will put where from Amazon down the description. Oh, here it comes in this little deck. So it's a tiny deck, and it's just so cute. It's probably like 2 by 3. Oh. Get great. The images are just so adorable. Look at this bat. He's got his wand in his paws as he's flying, and he's full of hope of what he's going to create. Just so adorable. And look at the bats. There are so many kinds of bats out there. You know, they're fruit bats, vampire bats. I mean, you know, some eat blood from insects. Some eat the fruit. And that's just a couple names, but there's so many more. They're just so cute. I call them sky puppies. And puppies, dog puppies, they're land puppies. And there's sea puppies, which is seals. What have I forgotten? If I remember, I'll tell you. But there's a cute meme on the internet about that. Temptation. Look at this bat. It's got these little pitchforks on it with fire flames and ghosts and stars. And he's sitting on the top layer like, I really want to eat this whole thing. Look, his teeth are sticking out. And his eyes are open so big. And it's like, oh, I want this so much. There are so many things in life that tempt us. Protection. Look at this cutie. He's got his shield and sword. There's condoms. And I don't know, that's the first thing that came to my mind. There's, you know, when you're getting ready to do a reading, the protection you call in and shield yourself with the white light. Patience. Now, this always makes me think of temperance. And patience, you never ask for patience. Because anytime you ask the universe to give you patience, they're going to give you a situation that you have to learn patience. So it's more stressful. Don't ask for patience. Learn to calm yourself. Learn to do meditation. It'll help you have some patience. And realize this is just part of life's trials. Things go up and down. And look, this little bat's got a little baby, so that mother needs a lot of patience to do with baby. Babies have so much energy. Like my little puppy Bruno, he's 7 months. And he's got so much energy. He thinks I'm a chew toy. And he's always all over me. You know, except when he's sleeping. Otherwise, then he's nice and mellow. Look at angelic bat. Message. This makes me think of the Page of Cups, bringing you a message. And it looks like it's a sweet message. It could be, you know, in reverse, not sweet. But here it's definitely something happy and hopeful. We got the stars, we got the halo and the wings. Because those are definitely, that look more like angelic wings than bat wings. See, those are the regular bat wings. So adorable. Night visions, that's what it says. Spooky Pals Companions. This is so cute. Look, the little web. and they're just so close because they're good friends. And I guess, they're called spooky pals because some people think they're spooky, but they're not. They're good for this world. And yes, sometimes they carry things. Who doesn't carry some bacterias or diseases? Mosquitoes do, It's all part of life. But they also do good things. And they're so adorable. It also feels like Halloween, And you always want to go with your friends on Halloween to do fun things, like go down the haunted Knott's Berry Farm. That was always so fun. Me and my friend used to always do that. It's good to have a companion. Indulge. So look at this bat. He's drinking some champagne because it's got bubbles coming out of it. It looks like it's this bat's birthday. We got the candles floating around the air, and we got cupcakes. It looks like the first two are cupcakes. This one looks more like a little pumpkin with a witch hat. And it says indulgence. And it is okay to indulge every once in a while. Not all the time, because it can make you sick, give you diabetes, especially sweets. Alcohol could make you an alcoholic. But it is okay to do things in moderation, and indulging once in a while is great. But mostly you eat and drink to live, to be healthy. Look at this bat. This bat, and this title is so perfect because this bat looks like a cat, and it says curiosity. And cats always have all this curiosity. So sweet. And it's great to be curious. It makes us go out and learn things. Let's see what this is. Wisdom. Wisdom is one's insights based on experience, knowing when to rely on others. What are you thinking? Community. Big, small community is all around you. Who is on your mind? Relentless, motivating, or exhaustive. How are you feeling? Spontaneity. Surprise and chaos. What's expected? Cozy, comfort, shielding oneself from frigid conditions. Are you comfortable? Message. Many things around us communicate, some more loudly than others. What are you hearing? What's on the other side? Oh, more. Temperance, moderation and balance. What weights surround your center? Perspective. The view never changes if you stand still. What do you see? Indulgence. Hedonistic joy. With second servings, what feels good to you? Temptation. Distractions, rewards, or a weak spot. What calls to you? Protection. Risking something to defend something else. What do you value? Patience. Understanding and time for oneself or others. What is frustrating? Guidance. Lost can mean anywhere. Guidance can lead you anywhere. Where are you? I gotta take a sip of tea. I am having some peppermint tea. It just feels good on my throat, and my grandma taught me to have the peppermint tea whenever your tummy hurts. My tummy doesn't hurt, but I still love peppermint tea. It makes me think of my grandmother. My grandmother was a witch forever, and her sister and her mother, just so on and so on. Did tea leaf readings, did tarot cards, definitely did spells. And she was cool. She was always trying to teach me stuff. She had me up until 12. We lived in the same house till we left my father's family. And then I never saw again. I did see my father, but I saw him at her funeral. And me and my father, he had to listen to me because I was not going to, he was very abusive, very old world, not the United States world. And thought very little of women, and he thought he was going to bully me again. No. he would try to call me and start yelling at me like he used to. I mean, he was very abusive, physically, spiritually, mentally, everything. And I would just hang up on him, and I said, this is not how you're going to treat me. I said, you were a monster then, you're a monster right now, and I don't put up with that. And he actually learned to change. So this is just making me think, forgiveness can be timeless too. But my father learned to be a good dad to me. He didn't change for the others because they didn't demand it, But I very much stood up and laid down my boundaries, and he followed them. I mean, it took him a while to learn them, and it was just very different for him to have to respect boundaries, especially from a woman. Because at his time, they didn't do that. But, learning to treat people, learning boundaries is timeless. Learning to take care of yourself is timeless. That, your lifetime has a set limit. But there's so many things you'll do in this life, other lives, in spiritual realms. And all these things, those are timeless. The ascension of your soul. I told you so much. Sometimes I talk way too much. Oh my God, look at this. Spontaneity. He got an ice cream scoop on his head with the cherry on top. So this is definitely being spontaneous. And he looks like he's having a great time. That's the great thing about spontaneity. You don't know where fun's going to find you, but you find it and you enjoy it. When good things come, take hold. Oh, did I pull that back? Oh no, this is another one. Guidance. This so looks like a hermit bat with the little lamp, and this light is guiding this hermit bat to look inwards or to look for fun, find its way in the dark, even though they have just great, I don't think they have great eyes. It's sonar, echolocation, where they make a sound and they can know where things are by how the sound bounces off. I just adore bats. Perspective. Look, the cute little cuties just sitting on the bench, on the branch, not bench, branch, getting himself a new, or herself, or their self, a new perspective, like the hangman. How do they feel about this? What do they think about whatever the situation? Because we all have to do that, Relentless. This looks like a very domineering emperor. That's what this bat looks like to me. Or it could be the Knight of Swords, sometimes in the reverse. Sometimes that knight can be very relentless, very, very active, but it can be just so relentless. They got something in their mind, this is the way it's going to go. Wisdom. Oh, we get another one of these cards. Wisdom. Okay, let's see what we got here. Look at the card with the thing. Wisdom. Wisdom is one's insights based on experience and knowing when to rely on others. What are you thinking? That is awesome. Yes, we're always learning stuff. What are these here? Oh, a white bat who's angelic and a black bat who's got the devil horns. I think I will be the devil bat. Have more fun. You know, sometimes it is great to give in into that side, you know, because we all got to have some fun. And this says temperance. I know temperance is about moderation and balance, but let's see what this says. Moderation and balance. What weights surround your center? And see, we have this balance here between these two totally different bats. I don't know, this little bat kind of looks like a cat and a bunny. I don't know why it looks like a bunny to me, but it does. Play. Oh my God, is that so cute or what? And yes, we all need to play. It looks like this dragon was a piñata, and he's dropping all these kinds of goodies, you know, keys, swords, crown, a potion, some kind of potion to drink there, and then party on, Wayne. Playing is so good for you. You got to make sure have some time for play. I get play every day because I have dogs. So I play with them. An activity that's only necessary product is fun. What do you do for play? Yes, it is important to have that. It's not for some, you know, important thing. It is important because it's for your health, but, you know, don't have to do that. This is your pleasure. Passion. Look, they're doing the dance of love, the dance of passion. So cute. I saw two birds doing this on the street. They were dancing like this with their wings out. And my mom said, no, they're not dancing. They're getting ready to make babies. But it's so cute. Just so cute. Interesting. Can inspire, hold, bold choices. What enables you? What emboldens you? Put that closer. Yes, closer is much better. Passion. Memory. Oh, that's so much better to look at things so close. Here's a beautiful memory. Let's see what this is. A cycle, a good ending, a cherished and something new starting. Where are you? Memories are great. I have great memories of my grandmothers, of my cousin Abdullah, my Uncle Habib. And then, of course, there's like lots of Uncle Tonys and Nicks. Home. Look at that. Here's this like beautiful cottage. The fire is burning in the fireplace. Maybe they're cooking up something yummy. Because home is where they cook up good food, you know. And you enjoy your family. Creativity. Look at this. I want to see what that says about home. Let's go back to home. Where you belong, where you freely take up space. Where is your nest? I love that. Where is your nest? Yes, and where you belong. And you know what? You're supposed to take up space. You're here on this earth. You absolutely are supposed to take up space. A lot of people don't think they're supposed to, but you are. You have a right to take up space where you are. I'm not seeing creativity. Oh, there it is. Internal made external. A process start to finish. What are you making? Yes. It starts with an idea in your brain, and then you make it real. Community. Oh, look at this. Look, we got this bat, and this is a cemetery. And they say it takes a village to raise a baby. Heck, it takes a village to raise people too. Because sometimes it takes people a long time to learn it. Community, big or small community, is all around you. Who is on your mind? Yeah, there are certain people in your community that always make you feel like you belong. But everybody needs to do that for themselves too. Knowledge. Here is like a professor, or no, not professor, like Merlin, wizard bat, knowledge. And since I found those, I like to see what they have to say. What has been learned or can be? Do you have answers? Ooh. And this bat definitely has answers. This bat looks like loves reading, loves finding out things. Cozy. I love being cozy. You know, curling up with a good drink of tea, some tea, it could be hot chocolate, watching a Halloween movie. And cuddling with my husband and dogs. It's just this, we're just like this big pile, and I'm so happy. Comfort in shielding oneself from frigid conditions. Are you comfortable? I hope you all are comfortable. Adventure. Let's see what this is about adventure. Make me think of pirates. Did you ever see that South Park edition where they went to Somalia to become pirates? And Cartman was like this great pirate. Well, that's because he's a narcissist and he has no things that limit him. So doing bad things are easy for him. Challenging or freeing. What are you facing? But you know, all adventures are not adventures are not necessarily bad in itself. Here, let's give it a quick shuffle. Too small for a riffle, definitely overhand. And I do prefer overhand because then your decks don't get bowed. And it helps to not chip off gilding if your deck has gilding. So let's see. Message. I don't know. The first thing I feel when I see this is that, like, for some of you, there's going to be someone coming close to tell you how they feel about you, and you're going to get closer. You know, they're coming to tell you, yeah, I feel like this is absolutely love. It could be, you know, family, but this feels like romantic too. But, you know, this message is coming to you. So a lot of you, if you're not in a relationship, expect to start dating someone, or they're coming soon, or you're going to be already knowing each other, but you're going to be getting closer so you can be in a relationship. Because they're going to tell you how they feel about you, and it's going to feel so good. I mean, look, we got cozy here. That's even nicer because, you know, a lot of times in relationships, you have this electricity. And I mean, that feels great, yes. But even better is to feel cozy around the person you really like or love, because then you really like them. You really know them. Because that intense feeling can happen even with a bad person. This does not happen with a bad person. Let's get another card too. So I feel some new love happening, and for those who are already in relationships, some deepening happening of your relationship, getting to know each other better, and if you've been together a while, actually ironing out things, learning to communicate better so your relationship is better. And protection. So for some of you, use those condoms. And for others, there is the protection of, and it's not like you got to put this wall up. There's the protection of taking care of yourself. Has nothing to do with the other person. Always in a relationship, remember to be yourself, because so many people pretend to be somebody else. And I'm sorry, I can't light any candles when there's nobody home and close by. I can't light candles because I can't get around very well. I'm learning to walk again. It's slow progress, but it is progressing. But I use the wheelchair the most. So my little candle, I was enjoying that so much yesterday because my husband was home. So, but the protection is, get up every day. But take some time with yourself. There's this getting right with yourself every morning. You want time for meditation, prayer, celebrating your gods and goddesses, paying homage to them. So this is protection. It's this being right with yourself. So that's what I really like about this reading. It's not just the chemistry that's going on, but there's real like. Real like is the relationship that is real love, the twin flame, because that's your person. You're meant to be together. You fit. When I was little, they called them split aparts. You're meant to be one. And because you are one, you and your partner, doesn't matter gender, but they are your person. They are your split apart. You take care of yourselves. Even though you're in a relationship, there are things you have to do to make yourself healthy, to always be healthy, so you can enjoy the relationships. Because a lot of relationships go wonky when people are not taking care of themselves. And I'm not talking about how you look. I'm talking about your inside. Because, people can get a little off center of, their center and do things that they would not normally do. So I hope you're all finding this wonderful love, that it's beautiful. There's this great connection coming for a lot of you. And for those that are in relationships, the connection's deepening, and it's going to be wonderful, and it's going to feel great. And always remember, it's good to take care of yourself, to spend some time meditating, praying, talking to your gods. Whatever you do, do it. It's good for you. It makes you stable. So I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and I will be putting where you can get it on Etsy, the Night Visions. So thank you, everybody. Take care. Talk to you later. Sending you many blessings and lots of love. Mwah. Bye, everybody.